Exclusive breastfeeding for at least 6 months is recommended for child health and development, but the lack of a supportive environment in workplaces can limit the ability of mothers to achieve this goal. In the majority of households in the informal settings, which include slums, majority of the working force eke their living through a cash-based economy. Casual labor, particularly domestic and self-employment, is almost the only decent option that an urban poor woman has. We meet with Euphrine Nyabonyi, a breastfeeding mother of a 5-month-old child. Every day she has to ensure that she goes to work, failure to which there won't be enough to feed the family. As the world observes World Breastfeeding Week, themed Enabling Breastfeeding and Making a Difference for Working Parents, glaring challenges emerge for breastfeeding mothers in informal employment. Nyabonyi is a trader who sells snacks in Kachakara village in Urban Slums. And carrying her baby to work is usually hectic due to her work environment.
Na nikiamka asubuhi na prepare naenda baro kwa barabara. Babake anabaki na yeye. So ikifika masaa ya babake kutoka, anatoka anamwacha. Na huyo mdogo na huyo wa shule naamka kama nishamvalisha kila kitu. Namvalisha uniform, nampanga, namvalisha mpaka socks Kenya hizi vani viatu. So viatu anavaa masaa ya kutoka kwenda shuleni. So babake akiamka yeye ndo akijipanga anapanga na mtoto akitoka.
As a single employee in her nature of business, it is usually a hurdle, especially when you have to fend for your family with an exclusive breastfeeding child.
Juu kama sasa, huyu bado ni mdogo na ni exclusive breastfeeding. Na nikimwacha, itabidi nimerudi haraka. Tuseme maybe naenda town kutafuta vitu. Itabidi nimerudi haraka juu. Huwezi achia mtu maziwa, huwezi achia mtu uji ampatie. Ni wewe na wewe.
Nyabonyi nature of demands is usually demanding, and rarely will she get some spare time to breastfeed her child due to lack of an ample environment.
Juu pia kuna customers atakuja, kuna customers wako rude, kuna customers anataka venye anataka, na tuseme mtoto alikuwa ananyonya, unajua utatoa matiti kwa mdomo.
But the 28-year-old mother of 2 is not only grappling with lack of a supportive environment for breastfeeding, but her destination of work is heavily affected when the country is under political instability. During the frequent anti-government protests in the biggest slum in Africa, it is always a running battle between the police and demonstrators. It is a nightmare for business operators due to the downside of the protest.
Unaona kama before maandamano yanze, tulikuwa tunaongelelea after ile ya first. Kuna yenye ili happen, alafu ikakuja kutendeka. Nikauliza, in case of anything, what should I do? Nikaambiwa, wewe unaweza kwa barabara. Na kama uwezi utakaa kwa nyumba. But niko karibu na barabara, hapa nyuma kuna barabara. In case hiyo tiaga sifike kwa plot, nitafanya aje? Nikaambiwa wewe kenye ufanye ni ubai mayai. In case of anything, utaongea mayai mtoto kwa mdomo. Na huyo mtoto mwenye unaongea mayai kwa mdomo, mind you hajakula bado. So hujui kama itafanya kazi ama haitafanya. So ni ngumu kwa breastfeeding mothers.
Esther Opala, a nutritionist in Urban Slums, is routinely involved in advocating for exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months and sustained breastfeeding for up to 2 years. Esther says due to the cash-based economy in the slum area, most mothers resume work 2 months after breastfeeding. It means the child might be deprived of nutrition if continuous breastfeeding is ignored.
For the mothers below from 3 months onwards, usually teach them on how to conduct, how to express their breast milk, and also teach them how to store the milk, because you'll find mostly some they don't have refrigerator. So when you do the hand expressing, we teach them how they can store it for at least for a period of 8 hours and the amount to give the child.
Esther admits that indeed they have faced challenges following up on mothers working in the informal sector to ensure they espouse exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months.
There are some mothers, they are vendors, food vendors, they are hawkers, and still you'll find them with their small children because they know the importance of breastfeeding their child. However, also we advise the mothers on how to clean, what they should, before they breastfeed, they should go look for a place, clean up, and then like wash their breast, wash their baby, and have somewhere they can sit correctly and breastfeed the child.
Extreme poverty in the slums means that breastfeeding mothers lack adequate food to eat, especially with the increased cost of living. Esther says the lack of adherence to food nutrition has led to increased cases of malnutrition in children.
So she will tell you, yes, I know I'm supposed to eat like this, but how would you expect me to have this and yet I live in less than $1 in a day? So what should I do? So we teach them on food security now.
To reduce the persistent challenges, Nyabonyi is calling for a supportive breastfeeding environment for working mothers in the informal sector.
So we are advocating for organizations, also for government, if they can have facilities, amenities that are being built to support the breastfeeding of the mothers, because maybe a child can be exposed to the dirty environment, have diarrhea, such kind of things. There are some mothers, she's afraid to show her breast to the crowd. However much you tell her you can breastfeed anywhere, she's afraid. So we urge the government and also organizations, if they can have a place that is organized for breastfeeding, because that is the main challenge that we have.
Poverty, system exclusion with regards to government policies and services, and lack of support for a breastfeeding urban poor mother tops the list of the perceived limiting factors. Reporting for Capital News, I'm Irene Mwangi.